Shit.
Out for a hunt, Savvy with Poit.
I went for a hunt this afternoon with Poit or Matty the Bartley.
Four
We
dogs,
drive
two
the
dogs
harvester
each.
for one of
What do you
the
reckon?
harvesting crews locally for the sugarcane. We started off in a few open blocks, some long grass, sort of edge of a few hills and whatnot while it was still daylight and just after dark. But without much luck, we soon turned back to the sugarcane and headed around there. It was at this point we spotted a few pigs out in the open, but unfortunately all the dogs had already left the ute and we were a bit slow getting the guns out, so we didn't get them. And then we continued around the cane, and shortly afterwards Digit and Matty's Bartlow's main dog jumped, and it wasn't long before something started to move in the cane. Poit's dogs Stitch and Digit had been working the cane for a solid 10 minutes at this point, and I was slowly just making my way backwards and forwards with a triple barrel shotgun with a solid loaded in the first barrel and then 2 buckshot behind it, hoping that I'd be in the right place to get straight onto any pig that busted out. The way they were working, cutting sort of slow loops, working around, we were thinking we're pretty sure this is a solo boar in here. The dogs were just having a bit of trouble getting onto him.
Push it out that way, eh? Wait, this way. No. Big smart gun, you watch. Hey. What? Big smart gun. 120. Yeah, 140 now. Yeah, that's right. I might flick this light off in case we gotta run.
It's hard to get a true appreciation of the cane without ever having hunted it. It's bloody hard. The dog's been in there for 10 minutes at this point, and we're just trying to stay as silent as possible and keep on top of where the pigs may be moving. But I tell you what, no wind, no breeze, no nothing, and you'd think you'd be able to hear a decent sized pig getting around in there. Fully crossed up cane, everything else, but you can't hear a bloody thing. This is a bloody big pig in this cane, and you tell me if you can hear it at all. To put it in perspective, Digit just barked at 140 metres. This will give you an idea how quick this pig got here and how little noise it made.
Good boar that bloody... I've gone for a hunt tonight with old Poit here, Matty the Bartley. We went for a drive around a few bush blocks and whatnot, got a few sort of false jumps, and dogs were having a bit of a look, but nothing too great. And then we came to the cane and bloody, well, the dogs jumped a bit early at the wrong time, and we seen a couple out on the trash. bit too far to shoot, and they made it to the bush, and we zoomed around there. But by the time we got the dogs back, they were long gone. And we only just left. That was just up there, and we only just left there. Come here, and this is the little portion of the paddock that's left, which is still be pretty big. But yeah. Anyway, dogs jumped here, and a couple of them worked down towards the creek just there and around, and Poit's dog went in here, and then the little cattle dog went up and went in here, and they both worked together pretty hard for, I don't know, what do you reckon, like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes working the paddock over, and
Heard a good crash.
yeah, heard him. They must have got close to him, and he bloody flew across a couple of rows, because it's pretty open rows here. And then yeah, after a little bit, heard what, 2 bucks?
Yeah,
Two
just
barks
2 yips.
and 2 little yips, and then nothing for a bit. And I was just standing on the edge of the cane here, and I seen him. Hopefully you can see on the GoPro, but he just come. He thought he was. He's a pretty unlucky pig, really, when there's all these rows here, and he walks out right next to me. But he just strolled out straight next to me, and that lined on him, and he was just about out in the open. And I got the old triple barrel shotgun here, held together with duct tape, and yeah, pumped a little
Yeah.
solid straight into his shoulder.
Yeah.
Minty. Little solid straight into his shoulder,
Didn't go far, did he?
and no, he went straight down, down about 1 foot, and that was it. And yeah, got him.
Good pig.
Very, very good pig. Good shoulders on him. He's bloody wide across here. Well, you can probably see that. I don't know, but yeah, wide across the shoulders there.
Very good pig.
And yeah, I actually came out here a couple of weeks ago with Stu, and we missed a cracker. The dogs bailed it up on the edge of the cane, and when I got round there, he backed back in the cane, and it was a paddock that's sort of been real crossed up from some shit weather. And by the time I got in near him, he just couldn't see anything, and it was a bit of a life and death scenario. I was thinking, I'm going to get eaten here. He's crashing across rows, chasing dogs, and he'd sort of hide and fly across and try and get them and that sort of thing. It was a real show. And yeah, after about half an hour, we gave up on that pig, just thinking it's not worth your life. And yeah, came here today, and here
You
he
reckon
was.
this might be him, eh?
I reckon it might be. You can see his hooks here. He's got one of them snapped off on your side there, clean snapped off, and the other one's,
Sharp as.
yeah, just sharp as anything. Yeah, pretty much in his prime, really, eh?
Yeah.
Age-wise, looks like. And yeah, bloody good pig. We're going
Away,
tame
mate.
Anyway, yeah.
I'll throw him on. Definitely a thick pig. Real good pig.
Rightio, so we're going to weigh this pig using the harvester. Drag him over here. Here's the scales set to 0. Get your foot off. Holy!
What?
95.
Bullshit.
Nah.
Pig.
Yeah, 95. He keeps. They always try and turn away, but yeah. Look there. 95.15. 95.5. Cracker. Freaking nice. That's a good pig, man.
Bloody hell.
Stand next to him.
Good pig.
Shit, yeah.
Wide, eh?
He's holy. That puts it in perspective, eh? Yeah, that does it way more justice, eh? I headed out again the following night with Matty, hoping that we could jag another good one. But unfortunately the dogs just didn't work well. They managed to find this fella, but just
couldn't put the pieces together to stop him. Personally, I put it down to the moon. In my experiences, my dogs just don't work very good prior to new moon. So, anyways, whether or not that was it, that was what it felt like happened, and yeah, it's a pretty poor performance.
Jesus Christ. I couldn't shoot, man. Yeah. I did just 250. Dogs having a sniff around up here. Cattle are completely fucking the whole show, which is pretty standard. Look at Didge go. There's fucking, there's, yeah.
Some ground, some wallabies up in front.
Yeah, another wallaby behind her as well. Yeah.
The next morning, I headed out with Stu Big to hunt one of the cane paddocks we'd gone past the night before with me and Matty.
Seriously working.
The dogs had worked this paddock
You
a
know
bit,
something's going on here.
and it had me wondering, and him as well, I guess. I wonder if that pig's coming just that bit later at night or early in the morning. By the time we got back here, it was getting on a little bit,
Oh,
and I was
coming
thinking
out?
maybe we were too late.
20 metres for the bottom of this
Didn't
cave.
take long.
Well, it
It
looks
just
like
started
they're
to
coming in
work
and out.
pretty
They put the
hard
head
into
bolt
the
that I
cave.
haven't seen, but that's all ring lock. Digit's still out here. 190 and they're working around. Oh yeah, she's really working. 240 in here. $3.30. $3.50. $3.60. Straight up there. Just dropped out.
With the way Digit was working in the cane, I went around to this top side of the paddock. This side actually has ring lock down the majority, and pigs normally get it spot on when they aim for a hole. So I sat near the hole and was pretty bloody surprised when the pig completely stuffed it up and clean missed it. Knowing this pig would now be panicking, with Minty hard on its tail, I went around to the most obvious spot it might come out, straight down the rows and out into the open.
Minnie!
In this clip, you can actually hear that first solid hit the pig. So I knew it was going to slow down eventually. Hopefully Minnie could stop it.
I hit him. Go. Yep, Minty's got him. 170. I hit him with a solid on the first shot. He's a big pig and he's going to be hurt. Yeah, hit him with a solid on the first shot, but a bit high.
Heard him coming through.
Yeah, he came out, hit the fence twice in front of Minty, and I couldn't shoot. And yeah, there he is right there.
You want to do the final honours?
Yeah. He's hurting.
Yeah. He's not going to get away from this lot.
No. Come on, back off there. Minty! Minty! Here, here!
Give us the story.
So, solid cane pig here, would probably be about 80 kilos I'd guess. Don't know if I'll bother weighing him, but yeah, about 80 kilos. And anyway, we went to a paddock right out the back of the cane farm. And this paddock, Stu shot a pig here last year, but it doesn't get many pigs, eh? So they've just started cutting, and at about this time the cane's sort of really getting sweet, and it's sort of the time that you start to get the odd boar coming in, which is, like I said, it's pretty rare for this paddock. So you get maybe 3 or 4 pigs come into it all year round, usually. Occasionally you get a mob, but it's pretty rare. But they're usually all good boars, and true to form, it's a good boar. And yeah, I actually came here last night with Matty, one of the harvester drivers from a different farm, and we went around. The dogs worked it a bit, and there wasn't anything there. I was thinking, oh well, it was about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night then. And I was thinking, oh, there's a good chance you might be coming in late, and if we're lucky you'll still be here in the morning. And we did turn up a bit late, and I was thinking, oh, he might already be gone. And the dogs were thinking the same, to be honest. We had these dumbass hamburgers with legs running along the fence causing havoc, and just, yeah, complete ruckus, stampede backwards and forwards, and as cattle do, you know. Anything they're good for is eating. And yeah, so we got to a little bit and where there's a hole in the fence, and Minty went out a little bit and the cattle sort of scared her back in. And then we sailed the dogs back into the cane, and they went in, had a little bit of a look, come out again. We decided, well, we'll walk along this bottom edge, and the rows go sort of straight up towards the way the wind was coming. And what we're sort of guessing is we got up along there, and there's just been just enough wind to send a little tiny puffer scent out, and all the dogs took off in there like bloody bad out of hell, but soon lost it. And Digit was working around. The rest of the dogs sort of worked around a little bit and came back, and Digit just persisted for, she was in there for a fair while, maybe 5-10 minutes. and eventually finally turned around right up the end of the paddock and come back, and I jogged around to the hole where Minty went out before, and Minty came with me because Didge was the only one in the cane. And yeah, this pig came out, he ran the ring lock twice, missed his little hole, which is pretty lucky, I've got to say. And yeah, went back in the cane with Minty up his clacker, and he took off up towards where Digit was coming down, and I'm not sure if he heard Digit or he just turned around thinking, I'm getting out of here. And yeah, he came out across the fallow with a good, what would that be, close to a 100 metre run he had to do across relatively open.
Yeah.
I shot first, hit him a little bit high with the solid, the shotgun just there. And yeah, hit him again with a buckshot. I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 pellets out of that hit him as he was running across, but he kept on trudging, flat beaky, and then Minty pulled him up. Minty was on his clacker when he came out the cane. Minty pulled him up, I'll tell you how far, from the cane. He made it further than what I would have thought, but about 380 metres from the cane, so he made it a fair way. Pulled him up in a bale, and all the other dogs got here, and it was on. He wasn't happy. The cane pigs really love to run, so when they're not running, they, oh, nice Digit, eating a bit of pig shit.
Delicious.
Yep, nutritious.
Energy gel.
Yeah, who needs energy when you got pig shit? And yeah, he was pretty cranky. He snuck in and put another, don't roll in it, Digit.
You're a foul animal.
And,
Digit, you
I'll
gross
let
animal.
I'll let you do it because you've impressed me. And you can be one giant turd. And
aromatic.
yeah, came down and hit him with another solid. In retrospect to the pumpkin, it's more of a watermelon.
Yeah. Prickle. Out.
Yeah, so good pig.
Yeah,
little,
very
typical
good pig.
tiny little cane hooks, which are typically very dangerous usually. Sharp as anything, I'd imagine. Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, so pretty happy with that.
You're gonna make some good eating pork, that one.
It sure will. Hopefully the buckshot hasn't destroyed too many organs and made a real mess.
Well, see, that's gone through the prime shoulder meat there. It's gone through the prime bacon right there. We'll just put him through the cane harvester next and just be done with it, eh?
Yeah, get the bits coming out the back and stick them straight in the fry pan.
Nice, good job.